something that comes to mind, I always give a lot of weight to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So when it comes to therapy and offenders, when you have people coming from disadvantaged backgrounds, you can't expect them to just show up in therapy and engage in the therapeutic process when they lack certain basic needs, when they lack safety, when they lack food, when they lack the most basic things that a person might possibly need. So I remember once I worked with a client who showed up. I was there with an agenda, not an agenda, but with an idea of what I wanted to do in the session. And as the client started speaking, I realized that they had no food that evening, and they were preoccupied about what they were going to eat in the evening. How could that person look within himself and dig deep when they were so preoccupied about what they were going to eat in the evening, one of our basic needs? So I would say that the system would need to cater and create a sense of safety, a sense of meeting these people's basic needs, if we want to start our journey on the path of therapy, ultimately hoping to one day reach self-actualization. That's not even, I mean, that's far away, but I think...
Let's arrive at the esteem needs, at least.
Yes, yes. But we need to start from somewhere. We need to start from at least the person having their basic needs met.
Definitely. And praying that the person is willing to learn.
Yes.
And to some extent conform.
Yes, for sure. And this is like the example of, it's better to give you the fishing rod than giving you the fish. So to a certain extent, when it comes to certain social benefits, we need to be a bit careful in the sense of we can't give away everything at no price at all.
Yes.
And then we need to have a certain level of we need to motivate people to work, and we need to motivate people to want to better themselves. But that can only be done under the right conditions.
Mm-hmm. Next question, I think we answered this one as well. Does everyone have, but I'm going to read it just anyways. Does everyone have the potential to become a criminal given the right circumstances? We did answered it as well. So last one, do you fear you could turn a criminal given the right circumstances? We did answer this as well.
I think that under the right circumstances, I can definitely become a criminal. So I'd like to hope not. but
this is on record, by the way.
Yes, but probably.
I mean, you mentioned World War II and war for that matter. I mean, soldiers are sent to kill. Does that mean that they are criminals? But they have to.
To what extent do you follow an order, but?
You have no choice. It's either kill or be killed in that situation.
And that's the argument of survival, no?
Yep.
So it's not easy. It's not easy to say...
To draw a line.
To draw a line.
Yes.
It's not easy. We can go, I think, go on discussing this till tomorrow, probably. I mean, I'd like to say that I would be in a position if I was Al-Haris in the position of Second World War, I'd like to say that I would stand up against the leaders or whoever and say, I'm not going to do that because that goes against my morality. But when I realized that my family would be at risk, I might be at risk of dying.
Yes.
I think I would probably follow through if it means that I will survive. So in Auschwitz, there used to be the capos in the barracks, whereby these were detainees themselves, but they were given a privileged position to bully and to do a lot of bad things to the other detainees. And they were detainees themselves, but they knew that being in that position gave them better food, a better bed to sleep on, and it decreased the chances of them being gassed, so
yes.
it bought them some days. Wouldn't you take that opportunity? Because I think I would.
No one would.
I think I would. but and then most of these people were considered as in cahoots with the Germans. So after the war, those who survived were still frowned upon, and they were some of them were also tried. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
It's very difficult to draw the line, and I think it's to a certain extent it's a never-ending argument because it's deeply rooted into one's own philosophy and morality as
Yes.
well. Because everyone's moral compass is slightly different. They might point to the same and somewhat direction, but everyone's belief system is slightly
Yes.
different. So I think yes, we can share similar values, and especially based on culture as well. But no one can be exactly the same.
I'd like to think of myself as capable of someday being in a position where someone tells me do this or else we kill you, and I say go ahead and shoot me here on the spot. But I know for sure that I will never be that courageous, no matter no matter what. So I'd like to think that I can be that assertive, that steadfast, but when it comes to threatening me with my life, I don't think I would. So I have a great respect for people people who have died as martyrs, or missionaries who have died as martyrs, because they would literally have died for what they believe in. And I don't think I am yet in a place in my life where I would be willing to die for what I believe in. So that's the honest truth.
And everyone has a different answer for that. You must have a super great sense of purpose, and really believe in what you're saying and what you're doing.
I think the only situation, the only instance I would be willing to die would be to protect someone I love. Because that is for me, that is my ultimate purpose, protecting those I love. But other than that, I don't think I have yet found the cause, my life purpose to die for anything else.
So you're saying that no argument is worthwhile to die for.
For me,
Yes, it is.
for me, I'm pretty, and I have great admiration for people who would be willing to die for someone else. I have not yet built up the courage to die for anything, I guess. So
It's an interesting turn.
I didn't think that we were going to go into this direction. I'm completely unprepared, and I hope I am not saying complete crap. So
let's go back a couple of steps.
Yes.
And perhaps of course we're nearing the end as well, so I'm going to summon the fishbowl.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask to pick one of these papers just to perhaps conclude a bit on a lighter tone here.